class.
That's good. I know, it's really good.
I just got my old thing. Yeah.
That's good.
Wouldn't count on that if I was you! Advice!
3 weeks. That's what we called the guys. That's all the training they got, and it wasn't enough. It usually didn't last very long. No matter how much training you got or how strong you are, when you strap up and step on a battlefield for the first time, it changes you forever. Terror was just another strip of sand out in the middle of nowhere. But for many of us, it'd be the last thing we ever saw.
I got that Wade Smith show that comes on tonight. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, then you gotta go back to work on Thursday.
We need the ball back! I'm taking fire! Let me get this guy! Take cover! Let's go! Keep firing! Take cover under the pier! Get ready! Take cover under the pier! Tommy! Get in here! Get him, Conlon! Get those bastards!
Hello, Anderson here.
Look out!
Gosh. Done got me, done shoved a grenade up my butthole and blew me up in here. It's all your fault.
Maggot, puke, worm, and
What?
scumbag. Just a few of the names I was given by my beloved drill instructor in the summer of 1941. Before then, my biggest problem was delivering groceries and not breaking the eggs. Now every time I turn around, some crazy Jap's trying to gut me. I remember asking the recruitment officer, "What's the deal with you guys?" I swear to God, he looked right through me and he said, "Deal? We're Marines, son. We deal in lead." Next thing I knew, I was on a train for San Diego, soldiering for the Corps. Boot camp.
Rise and shine, ladies! Beauty sleeps over! Front and center! Do you understand me? In the beginning was God. All else was darkness. So God created the heavens and the earth. He divided the earth between land and sea, and these he filled with many assorted creatures. The dark, slimy creatures of the oceans God called sailors, and he dressed them accordingly. The flighty creatures of the air he called airmen, and these he clothed in uniforms which were ruffled and foul. The lower creatures of the land God called soldiers, and he gave them trousers too short, covers too long, and pockets to warm their hands. And on the seventh day, as you know, God rested. And on the eighth day, at 0500 hours, God looked down upon the earth and was not happy. God was not happy. So he thought about his labors, and in his infinite wisdom, God created a divine creature, and this he called a Marine. And these Marines whom God created in his own image were to be of the air, the land, and the sea. And these he gave practical, fighting uniforms, so that they could wage war against the forces of Satan and evil. And he gave them evening and dress uniforms so they might score with the ladies on Saturday night and impress the hell out of everybody. And at the end of the 8th day, God looked down upon the earth and saw that it was good. But was God happy? No! Because in the course of his labors, he had forgotten one thing. He did not have a Marine uniform, but he thought about it and satisfied himself in knowing that, well, not everybody can be a Marine. This puts me one step above God, because I am a Marine. You remember that, and we'll get along just fine. Now you maggots have exactly 3 minutes until I expect you standing at attention outside. Follow!
The next day, the instrument was returned. An enduring trademark for Al Capone is the way he dressed. Even 70 years after his death,
He scares me, Frank. I think maybe he is God.
Well, Jimmy, just keep your head down and do what he says, and we won't have to find out. Willie, you coming?
Yeah, Frank. Oh, hey, Tommy, right? Tommy Conlon? My name's Willie Gaines. This here's Frank Minoso and Jimmy Sullivan. Where are you from, Tommy?
Oregon. You? Guys, let's head out. We don't want to piss off God, do we?
Very conscious. Capone, because of his height, fancied double-breasted suits that made him...
Today is the day we separate the men from the girls. You little kids will learn the basic necessities for survival, and then maybe, I said maybe, you will become a part of the United States Marine Corps. Are you ready? Aye, Sergeant! Now, Baker Squad, you are to sit tight and wait for your babysitter to show up. I am not him. Able Squad, I want to see you ladies hightail it over to my obstacle course on the double. Move out! I want to see nothing but asses and elbows, ladies!
Let's make him proud, boys. Stick together.
You got it, Frank. Come on, Jimmy. Tommy?
It's a symbol of manhood, it's a symbol of success, it's a symbol of peace. It's a symbol of partying, man. He's wearing the door, you know you're gonna get a good time.
When out in the field, you are going to come across many barriers that you will need to navigate over, under, and through. This course will teach you the Marines' way of doing just that. If you think you have a better way, you can leave now and go show your mother. You are government property, so you better do it my way, and you better like it.
Come on, boys. We can do this better than that group. Let's show them what we got.
Now get over that wall. Not bad, ladies. Now look through those tunnels. This here in front of you is the Marines' mud pit. Think of it as your own little swamp. Now get on your bellies and crawl like the worms you are. If you get caught in the fire, I will leave you here. through in one piece. Now let's see how you girls handle the business end of your weapon. Get your butts onto that transport and we'll finish on the firing range. Move it!
Man, what a hard ass. Who said it?
That was the hard part.
Move! He died and made him boss.
In one place, even anti-Brady Civil War photos don't bring you what that massacre showed you. And that is bound to have an impact on public opinion.
People sick of it, and I think for the first time to really look at it and say, this isn't American.
Even though they never picked up on it, and evidence suggests he probably had nothing to do with it. I've seen this leader of this operation. He was
Welcome to my firing range. You will listen.
just sort of by association. Once again, Capone captures the imagination of the press, but not in the way he's accustomed to. The business people of Chicago got tired of Al Capone, and they felt like he was hurting the local economy, that businesses were not interested in locating in Chicago, that tourists were less likely to come to Chicago because of
To every word I say, I have not lost a single scumbag on my firing line, and I will not lose one today. Do you ladies understand me? Now gather up some ammo, pick a spot on the range, and we'll get to work.
most wanted man in Chicago, and distributing this to the newspapers made great headlines. It started out as publicity stunt for the Brandons, but then people
$1 each, boys. $1 each.
After 1929, after the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, you see a real turn in the way that Capone is covered in both the newsreel footage and the press at that time. He all of a sudden becomes kind of dirty. He all of a sudden
Aim at the target in front of you. If you hit one, and I mean the bullseye, wait for it to be replaced with a new one. If you move, it will not be very accurate. So keep those boats planted. If you nail down, you will be more accurate. And getting down in the dirt is even better. So try all three positions. Ready on the right. Ready on the left. Stand by, targets. Fire!
immediately after the killings, Capone
Eastern mobsters told him that he better disappear from the Valentine Massacre. Now, Philadelphia, and lo and behold, some detectives spotted with that gun. Only a big boy sat there defending him like a hot. Immediately, headed to jail in Philadelphia. Probably they knocked the Valentine Massacre. This is the first impact of the United States.
Chicago continues to put the heat
Holy crap! Looks like we have a killer! Conlon, your new name is Bullseye! As you were.
Nice shooting, Davy Crockett. Like hitting fish in a barrel, huh?
Conlon, Gage, we have 2 scoped rifles available for use today. See how many hits you can get on the long-range targets. Conlon, Frank, check out Willis.
That's right, ladies, I'm a crack shot. Just get me over to Germany and me and this rifle will win that war all by ourselves.
Talk is cheap, right? That's some pretty fair shooting. Let's see what you boots can do with the auto. You 4 head back to the ammo table at the local base there. We'll listen to you each an M1928 A1 Thompson submachine gun. Do not let those rifles hit the dirt, bigots.
prostitution, gambling, murder. Everyone knows that Capone is a
weapons are fully automatic. Now that does not mean that you should just spray and pray. Take your time to aim and fire the weapon in short bursts only. Not bad, man, not bad. Set your rifles back up and let's move on to the heavier stuff. You four with the rifles! The MP here will continue to supervise your apparent lack of shooting prowess. Let's go, men.
Ness was a prohibition agent on the case, trying to come up with evidence prosecutors could use to put Capone away. The myths about Elliot Ness have been wildly exaggerated. Ness, in fact, had really clear leads to the way he disrupted Capone's operations a little bit. He did break up some of the business, broke up some brothels, some stills, hurt Capone's cash flow. But his work really
Hold up, Private.
had a little impact
I'm gonna need to take those weapons from you.
who Elliot Ness was. But the media picked up on this story of Elliot Ness because he's a college guy. He was a University of Chicago graduate. He was very quotable. And he told the story.
You'll see behind me that we have some beat-up jalopies. Today, we're gonna blast the living hell out of them. Private Conlon here is gonna get things started. Private, get your sorry tail down there and plant that charge on one of those cars. That thing is live, so watch yourself.
It's nice to think of Robert Stack if you prefer the TV show, or Kevin Costner if you prefer the movie, as the third square-jawed Elliot Ness, who is refusing to put up with this. But ultimately, Elliot Ness isn't the one who brings down Capone. But he's got the image.
Now get your butt back up here, Private!
Harder for TV, for Hollywood, to depict guys carefully reading over tax returns and looking at money than it is to show Elliot Ness coming into the baseball or whatever he did or did not do. With Ness unable to pin any crimes on, the Treasury Department knows the way to get the gangster is to follow an income tax had just been introduced just before it started.
Good work, Private Conlon. You may just yet make PFC. Let's move over to the grenade station.
One of the people who didn't pay Al Capone in 1929 may have been worth millions, but no income tax return has ever been filed in his
All right, pick up a couple grenades. Don't worry, ladies. These are training grenades. You think I would trust you with a real grenade? No! Pull the pin and let them fly. See if you can hit some of those barrels out there.
for evading taxes. There was talk about sending the Romans into Chicago. The rest of the bouquet finally they sent a federal dance, wielding a much more powerful weapon than the Marines could ever do. The income tax law. So, how the law is broken down, the one time and then in the future, often really is less exciting than we want it to be. In 1931,
Very well, pond scum. Some of you can do better, but it'll do.
Oh. What are you doing?
I have to pee and I forgot where my keys are. There,
Andrew? What? Last quarter, 7 years ago, Andrew got pregnant by the Mexican Joe.
You don't need those anymore, Private.
Now here we have my person.
And the government debated that. In internal letters that I found in the Justice Department, they discussed, is this going to make us look weak? Is it going to make us look like pansies? The best we can do is take this big notorious gangster who basically is a bootlegger. The best we can do is an income tax charge. But ultimately they decided to deal with
More on this as information becomes available. This is Mike Turner reporting.
Gabriel Capone. He's
A media storm is brewing from the likes of newspaper magnate William Bradley